You gotta kind of slam it.
Just ask if I was raised in a fucking barn. I realize what you're saying.
Hello, I'm Kaia, the lady who poops a lot. Are you good?
No, we're having a moment.
You done?
Done.
Oh, good. Thank God. Hi, everybody. Do we have a name for this night? I'm a comedian opening for musicians. It's incredible.
Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday. Great. Is this a standing or sitting show?
That's what I wondered until I sat down, you know, and I was still not sure.
Yeah. Well, the dog seems to think it's a sitting show, so if y'all want to just relax for a bit, I think that would really help the environment. The three of you seem really fucking tense.
I'm really tense.
And everybody behind you can't see my fucking ridiculous face.
I'm really tense.
Sit down.
Fuck you, Maz. You told me to stand up.
Yeah, you fuck. You piece of shit. Thanks for putting this on. I want to apologize in advance. I'm a little bit hoarse from a set that I did 2 days ago, also here, but like a completely different thing. So I might have like a little more Fran Drescher in my voice right now. I don't know. It's fucking Backspace. Here we are. I'm talking about how I'm in a fucking like noise band. And I talk about punk stuff too much for somebody who doesn't know what to do with my arms at a punk show. Like, I just sit very still and headbang. Until it hits like a breakdown or something. And then it looks like I'm just slowly agreeing. Like, yeah, all cops are bastards. I'm not gonna dwell too much on that right now, but I agree with it slowly. One of the first punk shows I saw here was a benefit, and like between bands, they were trying to get in and out real quickly. And one of the musicians, like, I heard a loud crash, and I looked over where I heard the crash already, and I found one of the musicians had, like, dropped her instrument. And she said, "Oops, I dropped the bass." Oh, goodness. So, like, dubstep is an electronic genre of music. I'm not a fan of it, but the thing is, like, it's a pun, because when you drop the bass, it's, like, part of the song. So anyways, I'm gonna keep explaining this joke as I tell it. So Sonny Moore was a vocalist and I think guitarist for a pop punk band called From First to Last. And then he became one of the most premier dubstep producers under the guise of Skrillex. And so I realized that what I had witnessed at this show between bands was actually that guy's career, like just sped up really fast.
Did they make it to Warped Tour?
No, because you didn't donate to Witch Sister's Kickstarter. It was Witch Sister, and you should have been more supportive of your local bands. That's on all of you. So, I'm taking a break from drinking. And that's one of my favorite things to say, because I like to see, regardless of whether it's true or not, I like to see the looks on my friends' faces, which is just like excitement that masks like this look of sheer terror. Because the only thing worse than being friends with this is when it's like fully aware of all its problems. Goodness.
Really?
Really? Yeah, no, like I'm actually drinking. I lied to you just then.
Liar!
Yeah. People call me things. I don't know. I'm trying to be a better person. Do any of you know what that's like? Sounds about right. Okay, so I don't know. I just like I was, you know, at one of these things and somebody like fucking elbowed me right in the tit, and I was pretty mad because that hurts. But then I took a second and breathed and I thought about it, and then I was just impressed. Because like that's not a easy target. Like there's all this other stuff you could hit, like even right down the middle. There's kind of just like the high scoring parts of a skee ball table. Goodness.
Again.
How's that dog doing? This is more important than whatever the fuck I'm talking about. Jack, what are your dog's names?
This is Abner J, and that's Rupert. Rupert the dog.
Okay, can we retroactively put them on the poster for this? I love these dogs. I don't know, man. I guess it's like, so it's 2016 and people are like talking about trans issues more often, which is cool, I guess, but it's also like more often it seems like trans people end up as like the butt of a joke. And I get the value of a joke, like I'm not against that. It's just like I wonder if they realize how much of a joke my life really is. Like the day that I dropped one of my estrogen tablets and my roommate's cat ate it. And then she, to my surprise, just kind of like, she didn't like seek the proper medical care for this cat. She just kind of like put it outside and locked the door. I was like, she was like, you're not part of this home anymore. I just watched through the window to see like what might happen to this cat. And it tried to find a home with like the cats that hang out by the church, and they're like, you can't stay here. You're an abomination. And like, and that's not an allegory for anything, I just wanted you to know I fucking hate cats. And I think strangers in public restrooms should worry less about like what genitals I have and be more concerned about my 3 distinct assholes. They kind of just like function each on their so like you're filming this, you're streaming it, what's going on, Daisy?
My feeling is
no with your phone, like
yes, actually I'm going to put it up on Facebook, yeah.
Okay, are you just recording it right now?
Yeah, like, can I ask a question that you might be able to help me with?
No.
It's just a quick one.
No.
It's something that you can relate to.
I'm sure it is. You ever talk to someone after a show? 'Cause I feel like we should do that.
I have a question. Why am I treated like garbage? Because who I am.
Oh. 'Cause people are bullshit. I mean, oh, that's complicated, but I know. I don't think you're garbage, and I think that we got spaces like this so that we can all get together and all feel like less garbage together, and I hope that's a satisfactory answer for now. We all think you're pretty cool, right? Fuck yeah. Put Daisy on the poster, too. God damn it.
Ow!
So
You
like...
rock.
Oh, you rock. It's summer. I don't know if you've noticed, but everything sucks right now. So like, I wear clothes that let my body breathe more, as you sometimes do, which seems to up the, like, people slowly driving by being weird and creepy. And I got one the other night that was just like, these guys drove by, and they, like, as they tend to do around downtown Fayetteville, just, like, yelled out, like, fag. But this one was, like it was just kind of like, fag. It was the saddest. My immediate response was to just be concerned for this guy.
What?
Like, honestly, it could have just been, like, a sample from an old Bauhaus song or something. And, like, the main thing about that is, I wish, like, I'm bi, and I wish that there was, like, at least one of these weird harassers who, like, understood the, like, social coding of that to, like, I know there's not a specific slur for it, but I kind of just want to hear somebody be like, you're attracted to people of various gender identities, and I don't approve of that, you with your fucking medium haircut and your Doc Martens. That's one that RD's laughing at a lot, and some of the rest of you aren't, because you don't know either. But it's real. I guarantee.
It is.
Yeah, fucking no. Listen to this fucking prick. God damn.
I am a prick.
I didn't say prick, but, I mean, I'm not your therapist. Mark, how are you doing? You doing alright? You having a good day?
Yeah, now.
I'm glad to hear that. I gotta say, telling my cat story, that was the most sad reactions I got to that earlier. So
I thought it was funny as shit.
Well, that's great, man. You thought it was funny as shit. These people have hearts. It's whatever. God. Okay. So I have a bit of a longer story, but I have to share this, because my therapist said it would be good. So, I like to go shopping at Target because they're friends of everybody. I also work in a kitchen where I cut open my finger, once, twice, it doesn't matter. So I had to go get some shoes. I was shopping with my friend Laura, who drove me there. And I tried on these shoes, and they were perfect, and they fit perfectly, which is great, because as I put them in the box, I noticed there were, like, little spots of blood, because the cut on my finger had opened back up. So I was like, okay, well, I have to buy these now. The barcode's on the outside of the box. Everything's gonna be fine. But I'm telling you this story so you know that it's not gonna be fine. Hold on. This is more important. So she held on to the shoes while I went to the bathroom to wash up, and I had felt no fear going into those bathrooms because it's Target and they're great. And then I met her at the checkout line. And we chose the shortest checkout line, which turned out to be the one of, well, there was a lady with like 4 screaming children in the front, and then between us and her were these like 2 people who didn't seem to realize that like the person checking them out was like a human being with like a history and feelings, as opposed to like Siri, who they could just say things at. Which set this up really, like, it really put the ball in my court. And the cashier herself looked like her interest consists of, like Tweety Bird memes on Facebook. And, like, those little plaques you get for your wall that, like, talk about how great a family in a home is. And And so, like, everything seemed like it was gonna be fine. But apparently she was trying to get the fuck out of there. Because I put the, like, shoebox there, and she immediately grabs it and opens it, and apparently it's protocol to just, like, go into the shoes and put your hands all up in there and check the tongue and everything to make sure it's the right size. So she's just like, okay, are you having a good day? Are these size 13s? Is this your blood? Which was horrifying. And I just immediately started apologizing. And she's just like, you really should have told me about this. You know, this is really unsanitary. Ma'am, you really should have told me about this beforehand, ma'am. This is so not okay. And so on one hand, I'm freaking out because she seems to, like, be freaking out. But on the other hand, like, it's the most times in a row that, like, a service industry worker has called me ma'am, so that was pretty cool. And I don't, and like, her manager comes up to, like, relieve her, and is like, he's cool about it, he's, like, telling her about it, but before she leaves, she's just kind of like, yeah, no, I have to go to the bathroom because I have blood on my hand, and she, like, leaned towards the, like, fucking pizza cafe / Starbucks thing. I was, like, making sure everybody knew that, like, I had blood on, these off-brand athletic shoes. And then he checked me out and we got the fuck out of there, and I was like, wow, that was horrible. That was the worst thing ever, but I'm glad we're done. And then when I got home, I realized the backpack I was wearing said National HIV Prevention Conference. And I just wondered how many, like, gay blood disease signals was I sending to this lady. Seemed to be a lot. So I was, standing motionless in my kitchen, as you do, and there were all these moths flying around, and, I caught one in my hand, and it died, and I let it go, and then I tried to catch another one, but it got away, and I realized that if I just, like, kept this pattern up long enough, that I would just breed, like, an uncatchable generation of super moths in this house. And I realized, like, that was the most goth thing that I could ever do. And really, I wrote that entire joke as an excuse to write the words goth moth in my notes.